I often find my recording situations are less than ideal. That's why I went to wish.com and bought the 360-degree intelligent live broadcasting device with capture every wonderful moment. Yes, that's a feature. It has 360, you know what, you can read that for yourself. That's what it does, that's how it do. And we've got some delicious product specs as well. None of this is like super important. The important bit is that it is a Type-C. It does come with its own USB cable, but it's Type-C USB charging. It does have 360-degree rotation, and then the bit on top looks to be adjustable. But I bought this on wish.com because I have never ever owned any kind of device that could rotate with my smart device or my phone, camera, anything like that. And I thought that this would be a really cool first thing to look at. Plus, it would kind of give me an idea as to whether things I buy on Wish can be reliable or trusted, because that's a question. Anyway, we unbox. This actually came with no tape on the box. I mean, it was well packaged. But besides that, the box is just, you'd open it right up. We have USB, and it is the C-type, little A to C. Here's the user's manual, and here is the chunky boy. Yes, yes. So, here he is. Take a good look. Now, this guy does not lock in place or anything, but I think that it could hold your smartphone no problem without moving. This is your standard ball joint type connection. I really like that. That's a nice, strong cradle, and you know that I'm picky with cradles, and I like that a lot. It's not just a couple of bars holding it all together. It's actually got frame. The pads on the inside are nice and cushioned, and there's a bevel to them. That bevel there will hold your phone comfortably. I would trust that. That's nice. And this is removable too, so you can use your own cradle if it's got the ball joint type, or you can use other attachments that use that ball joint type. I did notice that this just pops right off, but it goes right back on again, and it seems to be just tension, just a little bit of push in, you're good to go. So that's secure. I like that. That's fine. It's got a power button. I did take the liberty of taking this out of the box and charging it, so that's a thing. And we can push that button in for 3 seconds and it will turn blue. So I'm interested in how the tracking software works. I never knew this. I guess I thought that gimbals had their own. This is not a gimbal, but I thought that gimbals had their own like little camera and that they tracked you, or I'm not sure what I thought or how I thought it worked. But it turns out that the way that gimbals and the way that this thing works, and by the way, it's got a little quarter thread screw at the bottom, so you can place this on a tripod, so it's super handy that. But the way that it works, it's got a really nice weight, is that you download an app, and at first I thought, oh crap, that means that I'm gonna have to use third-party camera software. It's not third-party camera software. You download the app, and it is a screen capture software. So the purpose of the screen capture software is not to record anything, but rather to overlay your camera software, and as soon as the screen capture software can track your face, it will send messages to the gimbal or to the 360-degree turning device that you're moving this way or that way, and the motors will actuate in response to follow you. I would like to test how fast this can kind of go, and just what to expect because I've never used one before. It's a little bit disappointing to learn that, but it makes total sense. When you turn the software on, it does say, hey, your screen's about to be captured. This means that sensitive data could be seen by others. It just warns you that, hey, everything that you do on your device could be captured. So that is something you'll have to decide on. Is it worth the risk or whatever? I will say that the program that this has, the app that is for this, is available on Google Play. What I recommend if you're paranoid about that kind of thing, which to me is reasonable and understandable, is you can download the app, you can disconnect from the internet completely, record your video, and uninstall the app before you get back online, just to ensure that nothing is transferred away. I'm not going to take that precaution because I do think that the app that's going to use that uses this is going to be fine. So let's place the camera right into the cradle and get to it. Oh no. It's trying its hardest not to look at me. Oh boy. Stop it. We can play this game all day. Okay, that's bound to make some people sick. Alright, clearly there is a problem. Okay, so that was it. If you missed it, I had to set the app to make sure that it knew it was supposed to be tracking with the selfie camera, the front-facing camera, because it makes a difference. If I were using the rear face, that is some crazy white balance. Samsung, I hate your default camera app. I really do. It sucks. It just sucks. I wish I could get 60 FPS in open camera on the Note 10 Plus with 4K resolution so badly, but you won't let me. Why won't you let me? It's so dumb. But hey, if you're using the Live 360 app, which you can get for free on the Google Play Store, and you pair it to your Bluetooth device, this thing will follow you, which means I can take this into my project room and I can work and be followed by the camera, so I don't have to constantly be adjusting things while I'm building. And that is very, very handy. It does turn a little bit when you turn your head. Hey. Oh, it gave up. It's like a child. Treat it like a child, and it will treat you well. Yes, that's it. This thing was worth the money I paid for it. I think I paid like 16 bucks for it, which is like immensely cheap. I didn't expect it to work at all. I mean, I seriously expected to get some kind of junk in the mail that was cheap, but this thing has a really good build to it. It has a good feel. You do have to go get a separate app, which demystified the whole process for me. But besides that, I really, really like it. I'm going to definitely use it, and it was worth it. I cannot get it to work with Open Camera. It works with Samsung's camera app. It's supposed to work with Facebook and TikTok and Snapchat and all of those as well. They're all accessible from the menu. I can't show you the menu because I don't really feel like screen recording, screen tracking software just to show you that. But when you first start the Live 360 app, you'll see you've got a bunch of options for what software you'd like to start using. And you've got a button that's rear or front facing camera. And the reason that that's relevant and matters is because we're looking at a mirror image of ourselves when we use the front facing camera. So if we're a little bit to the left, it needs to know that it's got to rotate to its right to track us, whereas if we're in the rear camera, that mirror image effect is gone, and when we're to the left of the lens in the rear facing camera, it doesn't have to rotate to the right, it's got to rotate to the left to track us. So it's very important to set that, or else you will spend all of your time trying to be tracked and it just wants to move away from you, which I found very, very funny. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this insightful in some way, useful, entertaining, educational, whatever, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.